Welcome back. Today is the third episode on my series of pumpkin spice latte. In my first episode, I showed you how to make pumpkin spice latte 3 different ways using instant coffee, French press coffee, and espresso shots using a combination of sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk for my milk of choice. Today is another iced pumpkin spice latte 3 different ways, also instant coffee, French press coffee, and espresso shots. But this time I am going to use a combination of sugar syrup with my choice of milk. I'm going to use my homemade pumpkin spice to make the pumpkin spice flavor in my drinks. And to make this, I combine cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. Do check out the first episode in the video link above on the proportions of what I use for this pumpkin spice mix. For the sweetener, I'm going to use my sugar syrup. You can make this homemade. Do check out the video link above on how to make this. For the milk, I'm going to use fresh milk. You can use any milk of your choice. You can use oat milk, almond milk, but I also use evaporated milk. I'm going to make 3 different types of milk and syrup combination. For my instant coffee, I am going to use evaporated milk mixed with sugar syrup. For my French press coffee, I'm going to use half and half evaporated milk and half fresh milk. And also to sweeten it, I'm going to use sugar syrup. And for the final drink, which is espresso shots, I'm going to only use fresh milk and also sugar syrup. All the recipes that I'm going to show you today are in 16 ounces cups. On to our first drink, iced pumpkin spice latte using instant coffee. For this, I am going to start by making my pumpkin spice flavor. I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice mix. Into this, I'm going to add 60 ml of my evaporated milk. And then I'm going to use 15 ml of sugar syrup to sweeten the drink. Use a milk frother to combine together and make this airy so it kind of floats on top of your drink. Prepare your instant coffee mix, 120 ml of hot water, and I'm going to use 2 sachets of instant coffee, which is equivalent to about 2 teaspoons. Mix them well, and this is our coffee base. Now let's assemble the drink. Into your cup of ice, pour your instant coffee mix and your pumpkin spice latte mix. Iced pumpkin spice latte using instant coffee. Next, we are going to make pumpkin spice latte using French press coffee. First, let's brew our French press coffee. For a single cup, I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of my coarse ground coffee, about 200 ml of hot water, infused for about 10 minutes. For the milk, I'm going to use a combination of evaporated milk and fresh milk. Mix them together. Add 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice mix and froth together. Let's assemble the drink. Into your cup of ice, pour your French press coffee and top it up with your pumpkin spice latte mix. Iced pumpkin spice latte using French press coffee. Finally, let's make iced pumpkin spice latte using espresso shots. For this one, I am going to use only 1 type of milk, and that is fresh milk. 15 ml of sugar syrup, 30 ml of fresh milk, 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice mix. Froth together. Let's assemble into our cup of ice. Pour the pumpkin spice mix with the milk and syrup, your milk of choice, and the espresso shots over. And this is your iced pumpkin spice latte using espresso shots. The taste of the pumpkin spice latte really comes out in this drink. And I must say the coffee is always strong, even though this is just using instant coffee. Make sure you use a lot of coffee. Do not skimp on your instant coffee. I love the taste of this one. Evaporated milk will just make this drink a bit richer, and so I would recommend that you use that combination with instant coffee. Now this is the regular French press coffee. I'm using about 10 minutes of infusion time. The first sip, it gives me the taste of the coffee, and the aftertaste is the pumpkin spice. I would give this probably a lower score than the instant coffee. It seems it's a lot better with this one, but I'd give this probably an 8 out of 10. Wow. And I'll give this a 10 out of 10. The taste of the coffee is strong with just a hint of my pumpkin spice flavor in this one. When you froth your milk, it gives it a bit of a texture, a lot creamier, and also it gives a thicker consistency. All of them have got good consistency, even though they are only using evaporated and fresh milk and also this sugar syrup combination. Okay, so that concludes our pumpkin spice latte series. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments below. Do also check out my books, All Things Milk Tea and The Basic Barista, details on how to order in the description box below. If you're looking to start a coffee and tea business, including matcha, make sure that you join our workshops in Bangkok. I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.